Las Vegas is actually losing money. Let's spend 10 minutes on this.
Welcome back in here to Live Now from Fox. I am Andy Mack. Let's turn our attention out west, as it seems not as many tourists this year want to roll the dice on a trip to Sin City in Las Vegas. The live picture right now there, as you can see it courtesy of our EarthCam partners, as Las Vegas seeing a drop in visitors, but there might be some potential deals for those looking to go. Let's be joined right now by Fox's Kennedy Hayes on the ground in Las Vegas with the slowdown. Kennedy, thank you so much for joining us. What more can you tell us?
Hi, Andy. Well, experts say fewer people are coming to Las Vegas, and that largely has to do with money. International travel is also down, especially from Mexico and Canada. But for a city that relies heavily on tourism, that can hit hard. Las Vegas welcomed 400,000 fewer visitors this past June compared to the same time last year. That's an 11% drop, the first double-digit decline since 2021. And it's not just tourists. Convention traffic, a major moneymaker here, is also down. Those big conferences and expos bring in high-spending visitors, and the cost of visiting adds up fast. Between resort fees and service charges, vacationing here can be more expensive. Even the city's airport is feeling the impact, with passenger traffic falling more than 6% last month. But here is the silver lining. Hotel prices are starting to ease. The average nightly rate on the Strip in June was about $174. That
has nothing to do with the affordability of Vegas. Zero. Has nothing to do with the affordability of Vegas. One of the reasons why Vegas is suffering, I'm going to tell you exactly one of the reasons why. I'm going to tell you two reasons. Online gambling, number one, is because there are places outside of Vegas that is taking more of the pie, and local casinos are taking a bigger slice of the pie. Has nothing to do. When people used to go to Vegas, didn't you just hear the story of Jason Whitlock when he said he drove all the way to Vegas to make a bet? People used to go to Vegas to party and to gamble, and they had that whole slogan, which was a phenomenal slogan, that said, "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas." That is one of the reasons why. Vegas was a tourist destination. Now you have more local places that are taking a bigger slice of the pie, and more communities are looking to open up casinos in their home city. That's why. People can just go straight down the street and go to the tables that they would normally be going to in Vegas. Online betting is killing the game 100%. Online betting, honestly, is absolutely mollywopping Vegas, because you don't have to go to Vegas in order to make a sports bet. You don't have to go to Vegas to make a sports bet. You can go right on here, and if you're within a state that actually allows for you to do it, you can go right on that device and make a bet. And when you actually go into the casinos, they don't allow for you to do all of the prop bets. They just let you do the straight, or if you want to do a parlay or whatever, so on and so forth. But if you want to bet on Angel Reese missing her first shot, you can't do that. You got to go online to do that. And so it's 100% kicking butt. That is one of the major reasons why people are. I went to Vegas just recently. I was in Vegas a couple weekends ago. When was I in Vegas, y'all? It was like at the end of Summer League. I was in Vegas. And there was plenty of people there. Plenty of people from all over the world. The Bellagio Conservatory, booming. The Bellagio lobby, booming. People checking in, booming. Walking down the street, booming. 100%. Didn't go to Fremont Street, but, you know.
That's compared to nearly 187 last year.
From Florida.
We're actually from the Keys, so we come from a very touristy place. Today I was like, let's see everything we can do up until we even go to this pool party for free. So we've been trying to do everything we can to have fun, but do it with the smallest, playing with the smallest amount of money.
It's our vacation. We come from France. In France is not the same price, but the food is really, really expensive.
And hotels are a little bit get cheaper too. Experts say with less people booking up rooms, hotels might drop even more deals. So if you love the city, now might be a good time to come. And
I like to go to Vegas when it's an actual event, like it's a fight that I want to go to or something like that. When I seen the Canelo fight didn't sell out immediately, I was like, this is pretty interesting.
All right, thank you so much for this, Kennedy. I want to ask you, because it is a hot time of the year, it's summer as we're heading from July into August. Do you think the temperature has anything to do with it?
Yeah, it does sometimes.
it just might. It's been about 100 degrees every single day this
It's been about 110 degrees when I was there.
week. Locals, visitors, tourists I've talked to said they're definitely hitting those pool parties. I am jealous being out here and not being able to cool off.
All right.
So let me go over to another report.
This summer, Las Vegas encountered new tourism challenges.
Let me tell y'all, the summer is not even the best time to go to Vegas. The best time to go to Vegas is either in the spring or the fall. You don't want to go out there when it's 110 degrees. You don't want to go out there when it's 110 degrees. The best time to go to Vegas is spring and fall, not even winter. All right? And it get cold in the winter in Vegas a lot of times. At night specifically, it can get really cold.
Into lower than average visitation and revenue. But 8 News Now reporter James Schaefer shows us which Valley casinos have weathered the storm by betting big on the suburbs.
Brian, Red Rock Resorts reported during their Q2 earnings call in their 49-year history, it was a net revenue best. So our question was, given the struggles in tourism in Las Vegas so far this year, how is a net revenue best for this quarter even possible?
The second quarter was an exceptional one for the company by every measure. Our Las Vegas operations delivered its highest quarterly net revenue and adjusted EBITDA in our 49-year history.
Red Rock Casinos boasting a lot of success and growth. Growth which can be seen on many of its station properties. The demand at their new Durango station adding 108,000 new customers to their company, spurring a new parking garage.
Robust visitation and strong spend per visit, coupled with a strong table games business, helped drive the highest revenue and profitability in our gaming segment in the company's history.
The Red Rock Casino's earnings call touting over $500 million in net revenue. They say that's a big deal, comparing it to last year, showing a nearly 10% growth.
Today, just came down to grab some lunch with the family.
Now remember, 510 in net revenue for the quarter. That's how much came in. That doesn't necessarily mean profitability, all right? Profitability is after you take out expenses.
For a Las Vegas resident since 2004 said he doesn't normally go to the casino, but it was the draw to just try Irv's Burgers at the food hall which brought him and his family through the Durango's door.
I mean, to be honest, for me, it's the distance. You know, I don't want to go out of my way too much, so local's better for me.
This while the earnings call at Caesars showed a dip in year-over-year revenue in Las Vegas, seeing a 3.7% decline for Strip properties.
It's not as crowded here at Durango, so you have some space, you can enjoy your time, and then you can meet other locals here as well, versus on the Strip, it's a little bit different.
Bobby Wiley, a Las Vegas local and teacher, said he drove 35 minutes across town just to get to the Durango station. One difference to the Strip, he didn't have to pay when he parked.
I think that it's great for locals as well as others that are visiting. It's one of the best in Vegas as well, and not to mention the free parking is a plus as well.
Okay, so
the local places, even in Vegas, is taking a slice out of what is happening in tourism. A lot of times when people want to play or when people want to be entertained, it's not always about just going to Vegas. Vegas, they need more shows. They need to cut all of the costs when it comes to parking. The weather, I believe, plays a huge role in it, and so on and so forth. So that is what is happening in Vegas. But more importantly, make sure you guys be very, very careful with how it is that you spend your coins and how you're allocating your resources, because that can play a huge role in your finances. I would encourage people to stay out of those environments unless you are just there for an event. But do not get caught up in that lifestyle. It can absolutely be detrimental to your finances.